someone pointed out that I keep saying this is one of my favorite DVDs. And that's true. Because I love what I do, and because I love this stuff, and because I live this stuff, this isn't a job for me, and it's not a vocation. It's how I spend 24 hours a day just fascinated with this. I guess they are all my favorites. They're all different. But this DVD specifically deals with the science behind the spirit. I'm constantly fascinated with what science is doing and how it's doing. And because I've had these mystical experiences and because I popped out of the womb an intuitive, I wanted to know, because I was so strange and I was so different, you know, how many intuitives were on your block when you were a little kid? Probably not very many. So when you're the only intuitive on your block as a little kid, I mean, you're weird. And no one can explain to you what's going on. And because it was so fearful and so basically difficult and horrible, the reaction from everyone that I did this, I wanted to know why. So I started into the science of it and into all of the avenues of, well, why? Well, why do I do this? Well, how does it work? Well, what am I doing? So science became as big a passion and as big a fascination for me as the mystical experience and the mystical and spiritual life I was living. So the science behind the spirit and the science behind the mystical is what I cover in this DVD, but it's not even from 20 years ago. This is cutting edge stuff. This is 2008 stuff. This is where quantum physics has arrived. This is the best in biologists and physicists and philosophies as to where science is now with explaining the spirit and the science behind it, combined with my experience and also the experience garnered and gathered in the world of the mysticism and of the spirit, put together the scientific foundations, the scientific discoveries, if you will, that this is what's happening and this is how it works. And that's what I cover in this DVD. I do love this DVD. I think it's exciting, but because I am a communicator and this is what I do, I make it make sense for you on a real world level. And as all of everything that I do, all of these materials have to do, you have to be able to put it into practice. It's not just, oh yeah, well that's lovely. I'm glad I know that. Now I have to get back to washing the dishes and taking the kids to school and worrying about this project at work. That's not it. It's how this works, what it is, but it's also how to put it into practice in your life. It's how to make your life better. That's what everything I do is for. Because if it doesn't make your life and your world better, then what good is it? So this has to be practical. It's just fun and exciting, and to be able to bring it into your own life and have those tools and know why you're doing what you're doing and know why you're changing your life and how it's changing your life on the scientific and on the spiritual and based on the way it all works. So I really hope you enjoy this one. I think that you will. I got great feedback with all of this in I teach this stuff. I teach it on a one-on-one basis, and the feedback and watching people's lives change with this information is incredible. So I know it'll do that for you in your life as well.